What's going on, guys? Hope you guys doing okay. Um, in this presentation here, guys, we're going to talk about how this world that we live in, man, is one of those places that it just make you wonder, And what I want to ask people is, how can people in today's world be truly optimistic? You know, I don't think anyone can truly be optimistic in today's world. A lot of people talk about optimism and being optimistic and, the power of positive thinking, but that's all cliche stuff because I just think to myself, guys, and I don't know if you guys think about it, how can a person in today's society truly be optimistic? Do you think it is truly possible to be an optimistic person in today's world? With everything that's going on, it's a lot going on in today's world like never before. I mean, it's getting pretty bad out here in this society, guys. I mean, just look at how bad the world is. Look at all the stuff that's going on. I mean, look at how expensive life is. That's number one. When you look at, the expenses of everything, how much everything costs. And as the years go by, the cost of things is currently going up. So the more people have to make than they did last year or previous years before. Life is just becoming more and more intense. And there is no such thing as middle class anymore. There's either the wealthy or the poor. And when you just look at this world, man, it's not getting any easier out here for people. This is why I say, how can a person truly be optimistic in today's world? This is why people turn to vices. When I was a kid, my grandfather always told me, anybody who offer you substances, they don't care nothing about you. But I understand why people have vices and why people turn to certain things, because this world that we live in is a very, very, it's a tough place. And these wealthy, these elite people, these big time government officials, the elites, they don't care about everyday working people. They don't. They don't care if life is becoming increasingly hard for you, if things are becoming tough for you. These elites, these people that's wearing the canali suits, these people that's writing in their office, signing these bills, signing these documents with their Mont Blanc pens, they don't care that you're going to be starving. They don't care that you're going to be homeless. They don't care you're going to be eating out of a trash can, sleeping up under a bridge. And with knowing all of this, I don't see how people in today's society can truly be optimistic. When you look at the world and you just look at how challenging everything is in today's world, like, this is a bad world that we live in. I mean, and it's becoming more and more challenging. I mean, it's not becoming any easier out here. I mean, that's why I say these wealthy officials, they don't care that life is challenging for you. They don't care about all the struggles you have. They could care less. They could really care less about the challenges and struggles that you having in life. These people don't care. And this is why I truly believe most people in today's society are unhappy. I don't believe that many people in today's society are truly happy, man. When you just look at how challenging it is, and when you look at all the challenges and struggles that people face out here, it's not a game. It's really not a game. And it's getting, when, and I used to always say I want to strive to be middle class. That's what I always wanted to be, middle class, at least. But there is no such thing as middle class anymore. It's either you're wealthy or you're poor. And that's stressful just knowing that, And this is why I say people gonna have to really come up with some entrepreneurship type of game plans to get to the life that they always wanted, because having a trade, having a career, that's all well and good, but you have to think larger than just having a career. You have to think entrepreneurship. You have to think investments, because that's what's going to free you up. I mean, having a career is good. Having a 9 to 5, I know people talk against the 9 to 5. You got to do what you got to do till you can get where you want to be. It's not about doing what you want to do. It's doing what you have to do so you don't starve and be homeless. So it's okay to be a heating and air worker. It's okay to be a mechanic. It's okay to have your skill sets, like I'm doing. But people are going to have to seek out other avenues in entrepreneurship, because these careers are not designed to free you financially. That's why you have to constantly keep going back and working week from week, because these careers, these corporations are not designed to free you financially. So you're going to have to get on your game plan and do some entrepreneurship to open up doors to a better financial life for yourself, and that's what people going to have to do. This is what people going to have to do. I mean, it's sad to say it, but it's the truth. I wouldn't advise no one to just rely on a job. While you work in that job, you need to pursue your passion, whatever it is. Come up with some entrepreneurship goals, investing. You need to do something so you can free yourself eventually from the workforce, so you don't have to be a slave working and, slaving away forever, because no one wants to do that. Most people on these jobs, they're not happy. Most people that got to go to work every day, they're not happy. But you got to do what you got to do. And I've seen plenty of presentations where people bash the 9 to 5, but you got to do what you got to do until you can do better. But while you're working the 9 to 5 and while you're working at these corporations, you want to be trying to, even if it's getting online and doing presentations, you want to try to open up other avenues to free you from that 9 to 5. That's the goal. You want to find entrepreneurship ways to where you don't have to be stuck working that 9 to 5 forever. Eventually, you can be free from that. That is the game plan. And that's what people are going to have to do today, because these wealthy people, they don't care about poor people. Like I stated, these people that's wearing their Canali suits, their Brioni suits, they have their Mont Blanc pens, they don't care about these everyday working people. So you got to come up with a game plan to make things better for you, because the government is not going to do it. They don't care. They already wealthy. So these wealthy people that's putting in these laws and signing off on these bills, they don't care about common people, because they have all their needs met. They have all they want and then some. So these government officials could care less about your struggles and challenges, long as their families are well off and they're well off. So people just gonna have to come up with a game plan to make things better for themselves. And with everything going on in this world, with all the things taking place in this world, how expensive everything is, I don't see how anyone can truly be optimistic in today's world. I don't believe people are truly happy nowadays. I believe people are just putting on. They're pretending to be happy. I do not believe it that most people are truly happy. Do you believe most people are truly happy nowadays? I mean, with the way people just have to grind day in, day out. But you guys leave your comments. on being optimistic in today's society. Let me know what you think about it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Happy Monday. Make sure you rate, comment, make sure you subscribe. I want to thank all the supporters out there who supported the content. I used to just make these presentations not realizing how popular I was, but I just want to say thanks for all the support, and hopefully people will continue to tune in. And this world that we living in, guys, I just don't see it getting better. I really don't see it getting better, and it's just becoming more and more challenging out here. More and more challenging. So that I feel that's the only way for people to free themselves is entrepreneurship. Work your job until your entrepreneurship ventures take off. That's all I can say, guys. That's all you can do. Do what you got to do until what you working on, until your passion take off. I'll just say that. You do what you got to do until the investing and the entrepreneurship goals that you have take off. That's the game plan, because no one wants to rely on just a career for the rest of their life. You want to have multiple things that can bring you, multiple things that can put you in a better financial position. But you guys have a good one.